Howdy friends, Dane here from StageRightGuitar.com. The Academy of Country Music hosted their 51st award show last night with some great performances. Now we've been getting a lot of requests for a guitar tutorial on one of the most talked about musical moments of the evening. I'm speaking of course about Nick Jonas's mind-melting solo on Kelsey Ballerini's new hit, Peter Pan. Now we are going to focus here on the more technically challenging second half of the solo, so here it is from the halfway point. Now I just love it when a solo can tell a story or has some overarching theme. You hear these solos like Comfortably Numb or November Rain, and I would absolutely put this solo in that same echelon because it's so powerful storytelling happening here. If I could choose one word to describe it, it would be dissonance, because you can just feel the tension in between the notes in this one. Now we're going to break the solo down into three specific phrases. The first is just a simple hammer-on lick between the 7th, the root, and the 5th, and it sort of sets the melodic tone for the rest of the solo. So here's that. Simple enough, so far so good. Now for the meat of the thing. A couple of things to note as you approach this section. First off, make sure that opening bend falls a bit flat. 20 to 30 cents should do the trick. This creates musical tension between that note and what the rest of the band is playing. Secondly, make sure that the two notes that follow it are roughly on the fore and just before the 2nd 16th note of the next measure. That's called syncopation. Finally, to connect to that final bend, add some rhythmic string plucks in the dead space. Use this time to think about your life. And for the final phrase, here's the real genius of Mr. Jonas. If you'll notice, his final note is not quite the A flat you'd expect. Nope, to play this final run correctly, you want to make sure not to actually bend all the way back down to that note. That way, again, you get that magical dissonance with the rest of the band. Make sure not to add vibrato on that note, which would mask the slight out-of-tuneness of it. And there you have it. But wait, one more thing. The leather jacket. All lead guitarists wear those. Standard issue. So pop that baby on and you're ready to play the awards. So friends, till our next lesson, happy shredding. Happy shredding.